and welcome to Taff's Word, the Rivals preview of the Swindon game coming up this weekend. We're at home this time, and I've dragged Henry back to come and talk about the game now. Henry's in a unique position, as we always say, because he tends to watch both teams, so he knows strengths, weaknesses of both sides, so he's got a better idea of how the game's going to go. Where me, I just fancy our chances, basically. So what we're going to do in this video now is basically talk. Henry will talk Swindon, I'll talk County, and then we'll basically put forward what we think is going to happen in the game, and what's at stake for both teams in this as well. So Henry, would you like to start with telling us about the strengths, potential weaknesses, and things to look out for with Swindon?
There's more weaknesses at the moment due to the fact that I think I've counted 6 key first starting members usually are out of the squad, and mainly defence. We've got Conroy and Bowdry, Zeki Friars, who are 3 defenders who are out injured. Caddis is another defender who's now been a doubt, so we've got 4 technical defenders out. Jordan Lyden, our midfielder, who's now suspended because he got sent off wrongly, I believe he's Bradford. And who else are we missing? And obviously, well, if you count Doyle, I guess, because he's gone back. So, but yeah,
it's a loss, though, isn't it?
It is a loss. I mean, he's got half a goal supply, but I've noticed that Jerry Yates, who's now taking his place, scores more goals on the road than he does at home. So I mean, I'm confident because every game Jerry Yates has played without Doyle, Yates scores. So we signed a defender in the week from Huddersfield. I can't remember his name, it's quite long, but he's a 20-year-old and he's come in on loan centre back. He's played a couple of games in the Championship this season, so might be an addition. We needed a centre back desperately because we want to put Grant back in midfield because Wellens has said it, and personally I believe, I think he's the best midfielder in the league for what he does defensively and distribution and what he does. He's everywhere. He's literally League 2's Kante in my eyes because he's so fit for his age. And he's just...
That's an accolade to have, that is, I suppose.
Yeah, you won't believe he's 32, I think. 32, and he's bombing it all over the pitch. He's the attack I'm not worried about. I wouldn't be worried about our attack because we score. I think we, out of the top 4 divisions, I think we are up there with City, Sheffield Wednesday, Chelsea as the highest scorers in away games. So we've got goals on the road, and we usually, for the last couple of years, we've actually been better on the road than we have been at home, really. But obviously this season's changed.
So that's going to be an interesting one because you mentioned goals on the road. The top teams that have come to Newport, a lot of them have failed to score against us, or scored many. I think Exeter got 1, Plymouth got none, Crewe got none. Who else top team wise has been down to us? We haven't had that many top teams down to us. I mean, we tend to have all the bigger ones going towards the end of the season. That's when we tend to beat them. You know,
it's what everyone said. I mean, I've noticed a lot of county fans say that they tend to be better against the bigger clubs, but then struggle to get the points against the littler clubs.
That's right.
So it's like the occasion, and plus it'll be a crazy atmosphere, I believe, on Saturday because since we're bringing 1,000 fans down, the atmosphere will be buzzing. Yeah, they know top of the leagues come to town, so they want to get behind their home team to try and beat them. And it's sort of a localish derbyish game. I mean, it's only 60 miles between the clubs.
Yeah, so that's why you'll bring so many with you, because it's less than an hour away, effectively.
Well, we'll say we took 1,200 to Salford, so...
No, that's not bad going, eh?
No, and we have pretty much sold out nearly every allocation we've had this season on the road, so we've done pretty well this season.
But then, if you find that that's because you've been doing so well this year?
Well, no, we've always had a good away following. I mean, even to places like Carlisle, we'll take 600. And we do have quite a good. We always better fans on the road. I think we're more supportive on the road than we are at home. But obviously this season's changed with the way we're going. The clubs is coming together again. Wellens has said his project when he comes in is to get the fans back involved with the club because the fans have been left in the wilderness for the last 4 or 5 years. He's now getting more involved with the club, doing a lot more community work and there's an overall good feeling around the club. Everyone's supportive. The crowd. I mean, we finally hit the 8,000 mark in the stadium on Saturday. Wow. So but we're back to our average where we used to be. So now hopefully we're on the way back up because the higher attendance means that we're not losing as much money as we were before. So,
if you had to put it down on the table now, are you getting promoted this season?
I know it's only 1 game or 2 games without Doyle now, and we haven't lost, but. I don't know. I think I'll be more confident if we get a good name striker in. Will Grigg's been on the table.
Well, great, bloody hell.
And he's been heavily linked with us at the moment because Sunderland want to send him out on loan. Until today, until Parkinson said he may not be willing to take him out on loan now, judging on their season, because Sunday might want to push on. But it's all up in the air. We don't know if Doyle's coming back. We don't know if Griggs coming. We don't. And Wellens has said he doesn't want to get an under 23 striker, and he wants to get a proven goal scorer in that can just fire us up for the second half of the season.
Like Will Grigg.
Yeah, so he's obviously gone in big.
Okay.
But if we do get Grigg, I'll be amazed. But if we get Doyle back, I'll be even happier.
So one final thing then. What's at stake for you? What could be the benefits to you if you win, or draw, or what could be at stake if you lose the game?
Well, we need to. I don't say it's in a harsh way, but obviously, judging on if you look at league positions, everyone will be saying, "Oh, Swindon much better than County at the moment," and obviously they'll be saying that Swindon need to get 3 points down here because, I mean, these are the games we need to win. Rather, considering we've got Colchester coming up soon on Tuesday night away, which is not going to be easy. We don't win there, and Northampton, which we tend to struggle against as well. Usually, we need to get wins against sides like County in their positions. But if we lose, and Exeter win, we'll still be top on goal difference, so it's not going to be much of a problem. But I'd rather keep pulling away like we've been doing so far from fourth place, because we now got a 9-point gap from fourth place. So we need to.
So
keep
as long
going.
as you maintain a gap there, you
happy.
can feel confident that you can stay in that top 3.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'd take a draw personally, knowing that I know that Newport can be a good side on their day. I know they've caused havoc for many teams, so I know what's going to happen. I know it's going to be a physical game, and we as a club, we don't like it when it gets physical because we haven't got the physicality apart from Grant in midfield. Yep. Because we're all pretty footballers and they're all like dancing around the place, while you got Labadie and Matt and people and Abraham just like barging the hell out of people. So we don't tend to have that. So, but we're going to be trying to play pretty football. But if they are playing rugby on Friday night, I think pretty football will be a bit of a struggle on Saturday. So, do
you think the pitch could potentially be a leveller for you?
Yeah, I think we might have to try and go down to Newport's level and playing it a bit more rough and playing a bit more. I don't want to say Newport are long balls. I know they can play better football, but we might be witnessing a few long balls rather than the quick tippy-tap stuff we used to this season.
So I'm going to put my spin on this now. Right. Sorry, still got that bit of a lurgy creeping around. Right, so my spin on this now. We've been through a really rough patch, and we're finally poking our heads through the sand and seeing a bit of light now. There's light there. There's an opportunity there for us now, because if we are going to get back into good form, this is when the players are going to do it. Now, I know that regardless of the poor results, we've got a very happy camp. We've got motivated players who love winning and care about the city, the club and the fans. So these players are going to be turning out to put on a performance on Saturday. I think you coming to us now could be the worst possible time for you to come to Newport, if I'm being honest, mate. The reason being, we've got our first win in months. I'd say we were unlucky in a lot of games. We were absolutely crap in a lot of games. But the one thing that's going to stick in our mind is one of our best performances of the season was at your place and we beat you 2-0.
Yeah. I even said that Flinney got his tactics spot on. So that day, we just couldn't play. We just couldn't get our stride going because it was the way County pressed, the way we couldn't get out of our half at times. It was frustrating to watch. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Another thing as well is where you're saying about that you got players out injured, key defenders out injured. We've got players coming back from injury. We've allowed 4 players to move on. Well, there's not so much allowed 4 players to move on. We paid off Kiana Marsh-Brown. Tyler Maloney or Taylor Maloney, I can't remember what his first name is. He was that important. He's gone back to Charlton. Unfortunately, McNamara's gone back to Millwall, but I'll come on to why that's a good thing. And we've allowed Corey Whiteley to go to Bromley. Again, seemingly a poor decision because I rate him. I'll come on to why that could potentially be a good decision, because the 4 players we brought in now, Dale Gorman, I can't recall really seeing him play, so I can't judge him until I see him play for us. Billy Waters, pretty much the same, although I have heard his name thrown around as a good player and as a prospect.
Well, you say that. I mean, a lot of it. It's like the Northampton fans haven't given him much hope coming to County, have they? But it's the same situation. I mean, the Bradford fans were like, "Oh, you're welcome to Doyle," and look where he ended up. So,
well, there you go. I mean, people are saying, well, we shouldn't be loaning players from teams in the same division. Well, the top scorer in the league currently was at Swindon on loan from a team in the same division. One of the brighter players who should have played much more of a part towards the end of our season last year, on loan from a League Two club, Ben Kennedy.
Where's he now?
Great player. He's still at Stevenage.
He's gone back, is he?
Still at Stevenage. So for me, having players on loan from League Two isn't an issue.
No.
Waters and Gorman, yeah, okay. We need to fill some holes. Obviously, Flynn's A and B targets, he's managed to get them in, and they seem very, very exciting. Ashley Baker for an undisclosed fee from Sheffield Wednesday, Welsh lad, right back, has played 10 times in the Championship this season.
It's that experience that helps. I mean, it's a higher level, more intensity. I mean, it's more physical, I think, down League Two. It's a lot harder battles on the pitch, whereas Championship's a bit more. You've got a bit more time on the ball, haven't you?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, if you're a quality player, you're a quality player. But the thing I like about this is that a lot of County success from last season and a lot of the downfall on this season is the difference in the quality of fullback. Now, George Nurse has made that left side his own, and now we've got a highly rated player on the right side. So I'm feeling like we've got something potentially special there now. As a foundation to play not just the way we played last season, but even better still. Because the way we started this season, we looked like we were going to be even better. We've dipped off in a worse way than last season. But the FA Cup, as much as it's been nice, it's still been a distraction for the last 2 years. Not having the FA Cup is a big thing for us. And then
you've got the checker trade now.
Well, the leasing.com, but then it's not one of those things where the club isn't in this wilderness of freaking excitement and pandemonium or anything like that. Over the leasing.com trophy with 2 games from Wembley, and it's a smaller cup, but we still make a lot of money off it. So hopefully we'll go all the way and win those next 2 games. But the other thing as well is the most latest signing, Jordan Green.
Yes, I saw. I was a bit shocked with that.
I was quite shocked with it. Now, I've seen a lot of people, mentioning that, he was crap for us fucking 4 years ago, 4 years ago.
The whole team was rubbish that year.
Yeah, and he had to play for Graham Wesley.
Yeah,
so that says pretty much enough to say that you cannot take into consideration his class spell.
He's gone on to Barnsley, so there's obviously something there.
Well, he went to Barnsley. He played 12 times in the second half of the League One season, promotion, and he has played some games in the Championship this year. So
there's obviously something there for him. Otherwise, they wouldn't
and he absolutely tore us to pieces at Ronnie Parade for Yeovil.
Right.
He absolutely ripped us to shreds, as he did with a lot of clubs, which is what prompted his move to Barnsley. I mean, Yeovil made a bit of money on him, I mean, we got him on loan, of course, now, and I tell you what, he's going to be a weapon.
Yeah,
and that's one of the things we were lacking in our attack is pace. I mean, we're trying these long balls, but we're not trying the through ball, long ball type.
The stretch defender.
Yeah. We're not expanding ourselves. So someone with the pace to run out onto the wings, cut back inside and everything like that, We've got that now. We've got a weapon.
This league is all about having a quality winger and a quality striker to finish off the deal. That's my eyes.
I always say you've got a good keeper and a good striker. You pretty much got a solid foundation. But to build on that, to be a quality team, you've got to have something else about you. Whether you've got such a strong defence that people can't score past you, or whether you've got such a great midfield that striker that you got is going to score goals all the time.
It also depends on the team spirit as well. If they've got each other's backs, like we went to Plymouth away. I didn't really expect us to win, but because we were so depleted with injuries, and we went there and actually won the game, which shocked me. And even Bradford, I mean, we know Bradford are not an amazing footballing side, but they're physical and they do threaten you. It looks like they're threatening you, but even then we dug deep. I know we were last minute equal as they had, but even then, an even more depleted squad when Crewe came to us. And the team spirit got us over the line, and we beat them 3-1. So it's you could have equality, but if you've got players that are willing to fight, then that's an extra. That's an added
Crew have
bonus.
been good this year.
Yeah,
Crew are a really good team.
One of the best footballing sides I've seen come to the county ground.
Yeah, I've got to agree with that.
The way they
with
play
them
football.
coming to us as well.
So
we're going to go out on the limb now and give you guys a prediction. So Henry, what do you think is going to happen?
I'm going to say.
Tread carefully.
Well, no, I'd love us to win, but I think down in Newport, I'd rather not lose. So I think personally it'll be a 1-1 game. Because, yeah, I'm going to say a 1-0 for Neil. I think Newport will probably score first, and then I think second half will probably wait. I think we'll start off a bit slow, sluggish, and I think the going 1-0 down might, as much as I hate it, will probably kick us off and start ploughing it on the gas. So, yeah.
So for me, I think if we get the win, because I haven't said what's pretty much at stake if we lose. If we lose the game, our opportunity to gain some momentum on the back of that win at Scunthorpe, I think we will completely obliterate that. I think a draw may maintain it for a little while, but a win would really, really drive it. A win against you would drive us on and put us in a position where we potentially could win 2 games in hand and be back in playoff contention.
Yeah, it's not over. It's not over.
No.
So
No.
And it's always the playoff spot's always the tightest. It's the teams that tend to pull away at the top. That's when it gets harder. But as long as you get the playoffs, I mean, that's the goal, the aim. So
my prediction is a 2-1 win for County. I mean, come to think of it, when we have played against the better sides, we've only scored 1 goal ourselves. But I think we got additional threats. We got good players coming back from injury. We got George Nurse establishing himself on the left. We got Jammer has just scored. Hopefully that'll kickstart his goal scoring. I think there's a lot going for us at the moment. So I think it's going to take a mammoth effort from yourselves to get the win. I think it's going to take a big effort from ourselves to get the win against you because of your form and the quality you've got. But if I could take that 1-1 draw right now, if you said, there you go, there's 1-1 draw, that's how it's going to happen if you take it now, I would. I would, because we can maintain that momentum and not lose it.
Yeah. And I know I said before in previous videos that I don't believe you should go to get draws. I know that, but in a situation where we are trying to we are trying to pull away from the 4th place position, but we've also got to remember that teams below us have got games in hand, so that's another reason I really need to win this game as well, because we need to win these games to stop these games in hand coming. I mean, Crew have got, I think, a game in hand on us. Yes, we beat them to go 9 points clear, but they won that game and they're back 6 points behind. So it's all open at the top. It's unbelievably tight between the top teams. The tightest I've ever witnessed it for a long time. I mean, we obviously knew Lincoln actually pulled away, didn't we? So
you do tend to get a pull away team where at the moment it's really tight.
There is no pull away.
And then all it takes is a couple of losses for you to fall out of contention. All it takes is a couple of wins for you to get back into it.
I think we are 11 points clear of the dotted line for the playoffs. So I think we've got a little bit of stability there. And let's face it, a lot of the teams at the top haven't really been consistent, have they? Like Crews and Forest Greens. I mean, Forest Greens had a terrible run recently, and so there's
long may that continue. Vegan twats.
No, I don't think who likes Forest Green really. It's Forest Green and Salford, really, isn't it?
Forest Green and Liberals. Forest Green fans and Liberals like Forest Green, and hippies. Right then. So on that note, then I'll take a 1-1, but I think we're going to edge it 2-1. Henry thinks it's going to be a 1-1, but don't be afraid to say that you think you're going to win the game, mind.
It's my footballing brain, and my heart wants a 2-1 win, because that's what we tend to get on the road. But I think my footballing brain's telling me a 1-1.
So either way, we're saying it's going to be a tight game. So thanks all for watching. We'll see you all on Saturday, and cheerio for now as always. Up the county. Fuck off. Many thanks for watching the latest content on the Amber Army channel. Please make sure you leave us a like. Make sure you subscribe for more content, both for the neutral football fan and also plenty of Newport County. Even more Newport County content can be found on the club's iFollow channel on the link above. It is just £4.49 per month to subscribe to that service. And those of you feeling extra generous can also support us on Patreon on the link at the bottom there. That would be a monthly donation of your choice. Thank you again. Make sure you've subscribed, and as always, up the county.